everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Raiders are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Chiefs, who will be testing that coverage.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Washington, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. This one complete to Seth Roberts. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 33. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Jalen Richard, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Kaiser. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. To throw is Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down, here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Reggie Ragland able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. A right side catch by Crabtree. And now running right through it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now he'll escape to, and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now they try the right side here. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now they send a man in motion right. 3rd and goal now. Ball on the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded at the 2. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Coleman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On play action, Kaiser. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd down following the run. To throw, Kaiser. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A good pickup there of 22. First down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Kaiser looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here we go! Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Play action now. Kaiser. And Wilson has it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, Kaiser. And he completes it to Wilson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll turn to the power game at Olawalu. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And now here comes Kansas City. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Play fake. Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Derek Johnson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Mario Edwards. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Kaiser now on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The final shot here before half for Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second and just 1. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Kaiser to throw it. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This is Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. Flex round.
Second down, Kaiser. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. Third down here.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Kaiser now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Kaiser, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Coleman, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Six yards to go here on second down.
6-18. Go Chiefs. Monday. Wait, Monday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First down, Kaiser. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm fill there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Able to locate Wilson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with what...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw is Kaiser. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw here, Kaiser. And he's got the rookie out of Grambling, Chad Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
7:34, 7:37, 29.
On first down, Carr letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is caught. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Washington. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On the run, it's Ware. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's go!
On second down, Kaiser again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Play fake. Kaiser. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on third down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at third and a few inches. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, it's Coleman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now Carr. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Down! 185! What's up?
Back to throw, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders are going to win the football game. So out come the Raiders. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On first, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, Washington. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Carr. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by David Amerson.
Nice pick, nice pick.
Finally!